Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Love Our Life. Today we're going to go back to Epic Universe. We're going to talk about some of the construction that's going on because we just need to keep talking about it. We're so close. We're just a little bit of a year, maybe a little bit over a year and a half away to the opening of Epic Universe. And every week we're going to do these videos. We had the huge video last week showing everything that was coming to Epic Universe, all the announcements, the official announcements, and everything. And so I thought I would just let it chill for a little while, let you guys take that in. But the thing is everything that we've seen, we have to see the progress and see how it looks. So with that being said, let's get into it. Let's take a look at it because we have quite a bit to look at, including some sheep. We're going to get sheep today, but let's start off with this one. Aerial looking at the mechanical assembly of the Celestial Carousel. Number one is an outer ring will be propelled. Ring has 6 spokes. The 6 spokes are centered at the axle. 3, 4, and 5 here in the middle. Raise inner circle, also rotate. Each will have 6 figures in these. So this is a really close-up photo here showing that, and we'll keep moving on here. Here's a little bit of a better look. Aerial look at the dome here. You can see over here to the right a little bit, and you can also see the, I'm going to drag this over here for just a second. You can see up here, right up there, the yellow at the top of the crane that is moving there. So looks pretty good, I think. I mean, overall, I think it looks pretty good. Then the next photo here we have is at the right in this aerial photo, theming test at the Celestial Carousel. Also scene 1 and 2 is framing for the theme around the inside of the dome. And then 3 is one of the spinning circles of the ride, which, you know, obviously they're going to be spinning. Number 4 is an electrical conduit for inside of the dome lighting. So this is just showing you everything that's being done to kind of finish everything. And all the nitty gritty on the inside. We saw the Celestial Carousel posted a lot in the promo video that they released. And I'm hoping that, you know, it's going to be a huge centerpiece, obviously. It's still going to be kind of a somewhat kiddie ride, you know, but overall, I think it'll be really cool. This next one is an aerial look at the golden hue being added to the ribs of the Celestial Carousel dome in Epic Universe. You can kind of see them down here like that. They're just little golden little pieces here that are being added right to the left of the photo. Right here where the arrow is pointing. You can see that there. Looks pretty cool, man. I'm excited. Okay, so aerial photo here at the ribs of the Celestial Dome. Number 1 over here is a test panel of the dome theming. Number 2 is a raised small circular frame for theming inside the dome. And number 3 is, did I say 2 or 3 a second ago? I meant 3. I meant 2 for the last one. 3 for this one. Service stairs at the attraction basement, so they can go underneath there and fix what they need to fix there. So still cool though. And then this was done on the 26th. This is all the pieces being added. You can see underneath the little wheels on there. I believe we talked about that in the last update video. And then here's a look at the mechanical assembly on the inside here. So this is getting more in depth about what is going to make the ride click, right? What's going to make it do what it needs to do. So this is kind of a better look inside there of everything. So I think this is pretty cool. You can also see here too, we have number 1 here is the crane used to place the attraction's mechanical parts in the basement of the dome. Number 2 is the recent electrical work going on over here. And number 3 is the plywood where the attraction parts were staged. So pretty much just like staging area here for everything all together. No big deal on this. Now we're going to get a look here from a little further back, going into Nintendo and everything else. This is a aerial look at the construction activity near the Celestial Carousel, including a center of a variety of concrete forms. The concrete forms are over the pump room for all water features in the Celestial Park. Once again, I totally forgot to mention again, but it's always in our description, that these photos come from BioReconstruct, and we love everything BioReconstruct does over on X. And make sure you give him a follow, because, I mean, just to stay up to date, because these photos are amazing, and everything that he's done has just been awesome. So make sure you give him a follow for that. Aerial look at the variety of concrete forms near Celestial Carousel and Epic Universe. Concrete forms are also an Astronomica top left splash pad and play fountain. So this area over here to the left of the photo, the top left, well, not really the top left, but the left of the photo, that is what that is there. So looking pretty awesome. Spent a lot of time on the carousel today. I feel like a lot of time on the carousel, but it's okay. Here you can see the water feature at the top here. This is where the right behind is where the big fountain is going to go that you saw in the promo video. Looking good. Here's the seating area here at the bottom of the photo, sitting around the fountain that you're going to be able to chill at, which is going to be nice. At the top of the photo is the steel frame to the left, where we just talked about. Also here as well, you can see everything there with the fountain. There, obviously, no water's coming out of it yet, but still looking good. We still have quite a ways to go on this. And here is the fountain in front of the Grand Helios Hotel. I think it looks amazing. I think it looks really good. I cannot wait for this to be done. I think it'll be amazing. And some more stuff. Like, I feel like there's not like a lot that has updated since we've last seen it. There's been some things that we'll get to. But this is an aerial view of the restaurant near the Epic Universe show fountain. Don't know what this is going to be yet. I can't remember. I feel like I've heard what it was going to be, but I'm not like 100% of what it was supposed to be. This is also a gazebo structure in development. There are several throughout Celestial Park, which is going to be a big thing. All right, let's get moving on here. Here is an aerial view of Celestial Park. It's going to be so awesome, guys. Like, it's going to be amazing when they're done with it. It's going to look so good. And the dual racing coasters at the bottom, and How to Train Your Dragon Land, Isle of Berk, is down here at the bottom left, with Super Nintendo World at the top left, and Monsters right over here on the right for you guys to see there. So that's pretty cool. Now here is the dome going on the Grand Helios Hotel. We've been talking about this for a while, but now you can see there is no longer just scaffolding. There's actually a steel form that's going around it as well now. It looks really, really good. This is pretty cool what they're doing with this. And of course, we all know from the construction photos and everything we've seen with the art that Universal released last week, how it's supposed to look. So I'm excited about it. Here's another look here, a wider angle of the dome structure in Park Resort. First two sections of the steel frame placed. Looks really good. And then here is a bigger aerial view here of what's going on there. So you can kind of see everything that they're doing on top of there. Looks good to me. Looks really good. And then here is another one that is leaps and bounds above those other ones, just showing you the actual like structure and the actual whole hotel. It's hard to say. The entire hotel, let's say it that way. It's looking good, man. Looking really good. And then here's the front as well we've been looking at. So some of these I feel like are repeats of what we've seen. More just like details of things. See the Helios ground bar there. Here's this one a little wider. This is from behind, which looks good. So awesome. So we talked about that we're going to talk about sheep today. We'll get to that. I just want to show this photo here. Look at that. That is so awesome. That is so cool. Yeah, it said we're going to talk about the sheep today and how to train your dragon. There's so much. Like, look at this. Like just the scaffolding being removed and everything. So some of these photos are exactly the same that we have seen and shown over the last few weeks. So the biggest thing we want to talk about today is the sheep that have appeared. And I don't want to kind of bore you guys with the same looking photos because they're literally the same photos from before. Not much has changed. Well, here's one thing that has changed here. You can see the fence here. This is Dark Universe fence being added in here. This looks really cool. And then at the bottom right, there are some spires or spikes at the top of the building there. This is like vines also that were added here. So it looks, and that looks really good right there. That's pretty cool how they're doing that. But overall, pretty much nothing has really changed. I mean, there's been a few things that have changed, but nothing within like to get excited about. You know what I mean? That's worth going over. So I almost did not make this video this week, but I wanted to talk a little more about what we're seeing here. Here's another small change to Super Nintendo World. You can see they've added, well, actually it's a little more than I thought. They've added another mystery block, and they've added the green theming here at the back of the land. Looks really good from what they've done right there. And then a little bit of theming around Peach's castle. You can see a little bit like it looks like almost looks like snow, but it's not snow, but almost looks like it right there. That's not quite snow. And then some more stuff that they're continuing to bring out the structures now. Now you can see here at the right side of this photo. This is, I believe, where Bowser's castle. Oh no, this is Peach's castle. I'm sorry, Peach's castle. So you can see the shape of the actual like castle being formed at the top there. Looks really good, man. I am excited. I think, if anything, the video last week really excited me more than ever of what we're gonna get for Epic Universe, and I think it just completely blew me away to where I didn't expect it to be what it was, you know. And there's just so much here to talk about. So let's talk about How to Train Your Dragon real quick. Let's do that before we get out of here. All right. So number one is recent excavation here. This is on the How to Train Your Dragon coaster. Number two is a reach testing device. Represents maximum reach of guests from the coaster train, so they can, see how, how it's going to be, where it's not going to interfere with you hitting yourself or anything like that. Number three, sheep figures. Sheep figures. That's right. So we're going to get sheep here. You can see this here too. Here's the classic, the Vikings standing in front of the land as you enter the land. Keep seeing that. Here's the portal here going into the land. Looking good. Starfall Racers back there as well. And there is a close-up of the sheep. Oh, look at this. Look at this right here. This is pretty cool. This is the rock work at the right of the play area. So there's going to be a play area. Restrooms in the building, but most of the building contains electrical equipment to the launch. And you can see this is one of the launches here, and they're starting to theme that there as well. So it's starting to look pretty good up in there. Look at that. That's so cool. Even the bathrooms are going to be themed awesome at this park. I mean, how can you not go nuts over that? More How to Train Your Dragon stuff here. More of this ride. We don't know what it's going to be called yet, but as if flying through viewing stands. Oh, okay. Theming for the roller coaster to ride to be at the Scaffold. Okay. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So it's almost going to be like viewing stands. Oh, is it going to be viewing stands? That would be awesome. Kind of like old school, kind of Viking type stuff. Here's a look at the ride vehicle a little closer. You can see here the dummies are still in there. This dummy fell down over here. He's hanging on for dear life, it looks like. But yeah, overall, not much has changed. There's been a few things change here and there. The spire, they're still working on the spire. The mead hall, you can see everything is still being done here as well. And I believe we do have a close-up of the sheep somewhere in here. Let's see. But overall, I mean, you can just see like how this land is coming together. It's looking really good. I mean, I think this is a sleeper. I think this one is going to be probably the best one that they might be the favorite land overall. I think it could be. Very well could be. We'll have to wait and see though, and see how that plays out. But yeah, I mean, it's looking amazing. It's looking so good. And I think within time, everyone will come to love it. You know, like everyone will think that it's just one of the coolest lands, I think. But okay, so I found the sheep. Here we go. Here's the sheep. Close-up of the sheep. Here we go. And there it is. Sheep have made it into How to Train Your Dragon Land, Isle of Berk, and has made it into Epic Universe. Looks like it's going to be pretty cool, though. I think overall, this is going to be where it's at. And it's going to be awesome. It's going to be so cool once they're done, man. So cool once they're done, and I cannot wait for it. But anyway, I wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching today. We took a few days off. We did not attend Mardi Gras opening day this year. Reason being is, I said I was going to talk about this in a video, so I'll just do it here. Reason being is we were given 4-day media access to MegaCon. And so I felt like that was the right choice since Fan Expo HQ reached out to us and gave us a 4-day pass for free. I feel like that was the better, not better choice, but the more honorable thing to do, to hang out with them and to do that. So that is why we chose to do MegaCon all weekend. Now, we didn't put a bunch of videos. I do have footage that is recorded and saved, but it was more of like just for us kind of a thing. Angie also was not feeling well this weekend, so she didn't get to do anything with me this weekend. So I have been staying home with her for the last 3 days, just kind of just hanging out with her because I didn't get to see her all weekend, and I don't like being apart from my wife. So it is what it is. We will be going to Mardi Gras sometime this week and trying some of the food out there for you. But it has in no, weird way that we wanted to avoid Mardi Gras. Actually hated missing it, but we had other obligations, so that is why we didn't make it there. So I just wanted to cover that. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching today. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, hit that like button and the notification bell so you know when our next video is coming out. And remember, the road goes ever on. I will see you. When am I going to see you again? Oh, I'll see you tomorrow.